It's Russell back with Gwinnett Lawns in beautiful and sunny now Atlanta, Georgia. It is April the 7th, 2019, and I'm going to show you how I do a bed renovation. This happens to be my own house. As we all know, you don't really get paid for doing your own house, and it's usually the last thing on the list. So let me show you what I got. This is embarrassing, but I've already treated the weeds, and I'm going to be getting rid of the weeds. We're going to be cutting it all the way down. I'm going to move the border back. And the reason people ask, why do I have this bush so big here? The reason is this is the western sun. It's super hot, and that palladium window in there gets really hot. So that's why I have trained that bush to be that big over all these years. Anyway, my own personal preference. So I'm going to be moving the rocks back, and I've already trimmed the bush up. Okay, it's the first thing you want to do. You want to trim the bush, and then I'm going to move the rocks back. I'm going to blow out more of the leaves and underbrush. We're going to be applying, well, I'm going to take care of the weeds with a string trimmer, and then I'm going to be applying weed control landscape fabric in here so the weeds don't come back up. And I've decided, because I have extra pine straw, I'm going to be putting pine straw in here. It's probably the most popular mulch that you can buy in the South, especially here in Georgia. You could put anything you want. You could put rock, you could put hardwood mulch. The reason that I'm going with pine straw is because I'm going to need to do that probably every 6 months or so to keep it fresh looking. Pine straw is very forgiving. It breaks down. The reason that I don't want to put mulch in here is because it lasts longer, but when I go to trim the bush, it's really hard to get that stuff out. Black mulch, the worst. Okay, it looks wonderful when it's clean, but if you get leaves and twigs and all that in there and grass, that stuff turns brown, and then it makes the mulch look dull. My favorite thing to put in here would be egg rock, but excuse me, but that's too expensive. I already have the pine straw sitting here. So with that being said, let's get to it. Alright, so I didn't realize I had a pile of rocks there and it left an indention. So I got all the weeds cut down, got all the leaves blown out, and the bed's going to come out to about right here. So the next step is I need to decide if I want to fill this in with topsoil, or, because I don't have any right here, and there's a few depressions. Yeah, I think I may want to do that. So I have to go off to Home Depot and get a couple bags. I'm thinking maybe 5 bags will be enough. Yeah. All right, so actually with this topsoil you could do this. Just have a couple more bags here and just have a nice dirt area if you wanted to. But the problem is you're still gonna have weeds coming up in there at some point. So I basically just put this in here, just kind of level this area. There's a depression right here. I filled that in, and I got 6 bags, and that's you know, it's enough to do that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take landscape fabric and I'm going to lay it out real quick, and then we'll put the pine straw in there. Alright, I have got the landscape fabric down. The very inner part of the bush right there doesn't need any weeds, don't ever grow there. Alright, so next is the easy part. It's going ahead and distributing the pine straw, and we'll do that next. Alright, so what I did was I reused the stone that was on the old border, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep these stones here or maybe use landscape stone, but it gives a completely, totally different look to the space. So you guys tell me what you think. That I've lived here what, almost 15 years, and that has never had a proper bed. And I think it turned out good. Turned out nice. I'm going to be doing this bed over here, and I have more of these. I'm going to call these river stone, but we're going to be redoing this whole bed. Since I did that in pine straw, I'm going to do that, but this is going to be a long, it's going to go all the way down there. So the first thing I have to do is get a stump grinder and get rid of that white crepe myrtle, and then we'll do the same thing that we did over here. I think I'm going to fix that. I don't like how that's sitting up like that. But anyway, guys, you kind of get the point, and I hope this was helpful. Hope it gave you maybe some ideas. If you're not used to using pine straw, it is a very, very good and inexpensive mulch. I don't know if anybody else uses it but in the South, but it's very, very popular here. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Hit that little bell icon, and I will talk to you on the next video.